Step one for every turkey kit turkey is the brine. Brining, I think, is a crucial step for any super delicious, very juicy turkey that you do. The turkey kit comes with the brine mix. We're gonna mix it with some water and some apple juice in the provided brine bag, which is lovely. And a question that I get very frequently when it comes to spatchcocking turkeys is, do you spatchcock before or after the brine? To be honest with you, it does not make a lick of difference in the final product, but for ease, I always wait until after brining to spatchcock. One of the reasons is this brine bag here. It's pretty tough, but it's not totally impregnable. So if we have sharp edges, that usually happens when you're spatchcocking a turkey from the bones that you have to cut through, it can puncture holes in the brine bag itself. And then you have leaky brine, which is a problem. So I generally brine the whole bird and then spatchcock after. I usually prep my brine in a 9x13 pan. It's generally big enough to hold any turkey that I want to smoke, and it keeps everything conveniently tucked in with the high sides. Ratio on the back of the brine bag is 2 cups of brine for a gallon of liquid. I'm only gonna be using a half gallon of the brine. I feel like that's really sufficient for this size of turkey. So I need 1 cup of my brine solution. I'm using 4 cups of water, 4 cups of apple juice. One thing I love about this particular turkey brine is that it doesn't require any heating, so we can mix the brine directly with cool liquid, and we don't have to heat it up, dissolve anything, cool anything. It's just mix and go. Give it a little whisk. Kind of doing it a lazy way today and just doing it all in the bag. Usually I'll mix the brine in a separate container and then pour it in. But you know what? One less dish to do today. Just like that, our turkey is ready to go into our brine. I usually recommend brining your turkeys for at least 1 hour per pound in the refrigerator. This turkey is about, I can't remember what the package said. I would say 10, maybe 11 pounds. So this is gonna go in the brine bag. We're gonna press all the air out, make sure it's submerged, and then it goes back into the refrigerator. All right, see this guy in a few hours. Our turkey is done brining. It is time for phase 2. Which means it is time to season. But first, we've got to spatchcock our turkey. Remember, we didn't do it before, which means it's time to do it now. If this is something you're familiar with, this will not seem like any issue to you at all. If you've never spatchcocked a turkey or a chicken before, just know it's a tiny little bit of work, but the people that love spatchcocking think it's totally worth it. Let the excess brine drip away. Then I like to do this on a cookie sheet. Again, anything with raised edges to help catch any excess liquid is what I'm all about. One great thing about this brine is it doesn't require your turkey to be rinsed after brining it all, but I do recommend taking a paper towel, wiping off. There's sometimes excess herbs from the brine. You can get off some of those. You don't need to worry about getting off every speck, but just a quick wipe down. Make sure there's no excess salt particles or herbs on the outside of your turkey. And we also want it nice and dry before we season. Turkey's out and dry. Can tie up our brine and throw it away. You can dump the excess liquid down your sink first. Super easy prep and cleanup. On to spatchcocking. Spatchcocking is essentially taking the backbone out of your turkey or your chicken so that it lays flat. The argument for spatchcocking is that it helps the food cook more evenly because you're getting heat from the bottom and the top. There's an additional argument for flavor, because not only can you season the bottom and the top of your turkey, but it also has that much more exposure to the smoke while it's in your grill. Some people really love spatchcocking and they'll never do a bird any other way. Other people sometimes think the work, the juice, isn't worth the squeeze. So I say grab yourself an affordable turkey this holiday season, give it a try, see if you notice a difference. So with your kitchen shears, you just want to cut up each side of the backbone It does require a little bit of elbow grease. Even if you have pretty sharp kitchen shears, you're gonna have to do a little bit of work here. I also have seen people use power tools to cut through it, or cleavers. I generally go with kitchen shears. Okay, listen, that one put up a little bit of a fight, but backbone is out. You can save the neck if you want to make homemade turkey stock. I like to use it for gravy, or you can discard. The last thing that I do before I flip it over is take my shears and just do a little nick right here. It'll make it easier when you go to press your turkey flat. Now it's time to press. Flip your turkey over. Turn out your legs. You can see how it's currently sitting up kind of high. What we want to do is make it lay as flat as possible. So strong heel of your hand right on the breastbone, and I kind of press while I'm pulling from underneath. Just like that, breastbone opens up and your turkey lays nice and flat. The last thing that I do before I season is I tuck my wingtips. I don't like these guys to burn, and I don't want to cover exposure of smoke or seasoning to the breast meat. So wingtips go behind the shoulder, just like so. And you have a beautiful turkey that's ready to season. I'm going to drizzle a couple tablespoons of melted butter over the skin. This is going to help the seasoning stick to the turkey, but it's also going to help prevent the skin from drying out at the low temperature that we're gonna have it on the smoker. Sometimes turkey skin can get leathery or rubbery or dry when it's a low and slow smoked turkey. So this layer of fat is gonna do a whole lot of good to help prevent that from happening. You can also use olive oil here. Next up is seasoning. We've got the smoked turkey rub from the turkey kit. We're gonna hit this all the way across the top with a nice healthy layer of this smoked turkey rub. Okay, turkey is ready to go on the smoker. I've got this preheated to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a low and slow style smoked turkey. When it's a whole turkey, I plan about 30 minutes per pound. Spatchcock turkeys cook a little bit faster at higher temperatures, but at these lower temperatures, the timing difference isn't too different. So I'm gonna plan for about 25 minutes pound, but I'll start checking earlier just so that I don't overshoot the temperature and overcook the turkey. We're looking for our next step about 150 degrees Fahrenheit in the breast meat of the turkey itself, and I'm gonna spray it every hour while it's on the smoker. I like to use avocado oil. Again, we wanna help keep that skin from turning rubbery and leathery. We want it to melt away in your mouth. Turkey has been on the smoker for just about 5 hours. Our goal is 150 degrees Fahrenheit in the thickest part of the breast. And then we hit our turkey with the gorgeous cranberry glaze. This is one of the standouts, I think, of the turkey kit. The whole thing goes together beautifully, but it's very uncommon to see a glazed smoked turkey. And I think that's a shame because this shiny, tacky glaze on the outside makes that bite through rendered skin so delicious. It's almost like candy. Plus the color is totally gorgeous. So let's get a nice layer of this glaze on, close the lid up, and let this turkey finish cooking. Okay. Close that up, probably another 45 minutes here with the turkey on the smoker. I like to pull my turkeys off when they're about 160 degrees Fahrenheit in the thickest part of the breast. The thighs are likely gonna clock about 175. That is the perfect temperature to pull your turkeys off. Carryover cooking will make sure that they finish cooking all the way through, and you will end up with a turkey that is so moist and so juicy and so delicious that you will forget you ever had a bad dry turkey in your life. Ba-ba-na. I mean, come on. That's just about the prettiest turkey I ever did see. There you have it, a beautiful spatchcock turkey using the Hey Grill Hey smoked turkey kit. Yes, it is possible. It is very easy. And it turns out a really beautiful and really delicious turkey. One of the other benefits of spatchcocking for those that love it is that carving your bird when it's finished cooking is actually quite easy. As you can see, these thighs are almost already detached. So getting the thighs separated from the breasts is super simple. It makes it really easy to kind of carve up your turkey and serve it for your hungry friends and family. Gorgeous. It also gives you full access to the breasts right here, so those are really easy to carve up and serve as well. So if you need some inspiration for your Thanksgiving turkey this year, definitely check out the Hey Grill Hey Turkey Kit. We've sold out every single year that we have had these available, so if you've been waiting, don't. Make sure you get your hands on one. They are incredibly delicious, and as always, we're so grateful for the support. As for me, I get to sample some of this beautiful holiday turkey right now. I hope you have a beautiful and lovely holiday season with beautiful and lovely smoked meats. We'll see you next time. Man, that's good.